All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for joining His Holiness Chandramauli Swami Maharaja's daily class. Today, we are happy to have Her Grace Sridevi Mataji on call to enlighten us on the topic of why the 11th offense of the chanting is very important to know about the inattentive chanting. Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much, Mataji, for your time and association, for enlightening us on this topic today. You can please take over, and can you tell me the verse number if you want to read anything, or if
I
you
want
want to share?
I wanted to share the screen myself because
Okay.
I'm going to quote different what to say scriptures.
Okay. Sure, ma'am.
But basically, we can say chapter 6, verse 3. I'm sorry, Canto 6, 6, 3, 24.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah,
Shall I bring it up now?
yes,
Okay. 6:3:24.
yeah. Then we'll go into the nitty-gritties of, it is more going to be practical, stuff, but we will speak a little bit about the importance of the holy name through this verse, and then we will take it from there. Okay?
Sure, Mataji.
So, my dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I humbly beg for the merciful blessings of my God family in order to be able to do this service very nicely in a mood that is pleasing and beneficial to all the Vaishnavas, Guru and Krishna. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye. Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So we are in Canto 6, very important chapter. You know the story of Ajamil. So we are talking about how, in spite of the fact that he chanted the holy name calling out to his son, still he got the highest benefit. Just see that. Etavatalam agnir harannaya pumsam Sankirtanam Bhagavato Gunakarmanam Nam Vikrushya Putram Agavanyad Ajamilopi Narayaneti Mriyamana Iyaya Muktim. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Therefore, it should be understood that one is easily relieved from all sinful reactions by chanting the holy name of the Lord and chanting of his qualities and activities. This is the only process recommended for relief from sinful reactions. Even if one chants the holy name of the Lord with improper pronunciation, he will achieve relief from material bondage if he chants without offenses. Ajamil, for example, was extremely sinful. But while dying, he merely chanted the holy name. And although calling his son, he achieved complete liberation because he remembered the name of Narayan. Purport. In the assembly of Raghunath Das Goswami's father, Haridas Thakur confirmed that simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one is liberated, even if he does not chant completely inoffensively. Smarta Brahmanas and Mayavadis do not believe that one can achieve liberation in this way, but the truth of Haridas's statement is supported by many quotations from Srimad Bhagavatam. In his commentary on this verse, for example, Sridhar Swami gives the following quotation. Sayam pratar grinan bhaktya dukkha grama vimuchyate. If one always chants the holy name of the Lord with great devotion in the evening and in the morning, one can become free from all material miseries. Another quotation confirms that one can achieve liberation if one hears the holy name of the Lord constantly, every day with great respect. Anudinam idam adarena shrinvan. Another quotation says, Shravanam kirtanam dhyanam harer adbhuta karmanaha janma karma gudanam cha tad arte akhila cheshtitam. One should always chant and hear about the extraordinarily wonderful activities of the Lord. One should meditate upon these activities and one should endeavor to please the Lord. Bhagavatam 11:3-27. Sridhar Swami also quotes from the Puranas. Papakshayascha bhavati smaratam tam aharnisham. One can become free from all sinful reactions simply by remembering the lotus feet of the Lord day and night. Aharnisham. Furthermore, he quotes from Bhagavatam 6:3-31. Tasmat Sankirtanam Vishnor Jagan Mangalam Amhasam Mahatam Api Kauravya Vidhi Aikantika Nishkritam. All these quotations prove that one who constantly engages in chanting and hearing of the holy activities, name, fame, and form of the Lord is liberated. As stated wonderfully in this verse, Eta Vatalam Agha Nirharanaya Pumsa. Simply by uttering the name of the Lord, one is freed from all sinful reactions. The word alam, which is used in this verse, indicates that simply uttering the holy name of the Lord is sufficient. This word is used with different imports, as stated in Amarkosha, the most authorized dictionary in the Sanskrit language, alam bhushana paryapti shakti varana vachakam. The word alam is used to mean ornament, sufficiency, power, and restraint. Here the word alam is used to indicate that there is no need of any other process, for the chanting of the holy name of the Lord is sufficient. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatir anyatha. Even if one chants imperfectly, one becomes free from all sinful reactions by chanting. This power of chanting the holy name was proved by the liberation of Ajamil. When Ajamil chanted the holy name of Narayan, he did not precisely remember the Supreme Lord. Instead, he remembered his own son. At the time of death, Ajamil certainly was not very clean. Indeed, he was famous as a great sinner. Furthermore, one's physiological condition is completely disturbed at the time of death. And in such an awkward condition, it would certainly have been very difficult for Ajamil to have chanted clearly. Nevertheless, Ajamil achieved liberation simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Therefore, what is to be said of those who are not sinful like Ajamil? It is to be concluded that with a strong vow, one should chant the holy name of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. For thus one will certainly be delivered from the clutches of Maya by the grace of Krishna. The chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra is recommended even for persons who commit offenses, because if they continue chanting, they will gradually chant offenselessly. By chanting the Hare Krishna mantra without offenses, one increases his love for Krishna. As stated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Prema Pumartho Mahan. One's main concern should be to increase one's attachment to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and to increase one's love for Him. In this regard, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti quotes the following verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 11:19-24. Evam dharmair manusyanam uddhavatmani vedinam mayi sanjayate bhakti konyo artho syavashishyate. My dear Uddhav, the supreme religious system for human society is that by which one can awaken his dormant love for me. Commenting on this verse, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur describes the word bhakti by saying, Premai voktaha ka anya arthas asya. In the presence of bhakti, what is the necessity of liberation? Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also quotes this verse from Padma Puran. Nama parada yukta nam namani eva harantyagam avishranti prayuktani tani eva karani cha. Even if in the beginning one chants the Hare Krishna mantra with offenses, one will become free from such offenses by chanting again and again. papakshayascha bhavati smaratam tam aharnisham. One becomes free from all sinful reactions if one chants day and night, following the recommendation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who quoted the following verse: Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalo nastyeva, 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 nastyeva gatiranyatha. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. If the members of the Krishna consciousness movement strictly follow this recommendation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, their position will always be secure. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Chandramauli Swami Niti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is a very powerful verse where again and again it is stressed that how potent and how purifying is the holy name of the Lord. Simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord once, offensively, Ajamil could achieve liberation. He became completely free of all sinful reactions, and the Yamadutas were prevented from taking him to hell by the Vishnu Dutas who arrived on the scene and said, "You cannot take this man to hell. He has been completely purified of all his sinful reactions, and therefore he is liberated." So you can see that a man, he didn't even remember the Lord. He was actually remembering his little son Narayan, because he became so fearful seeing the Yamadutas, and he knew that he was leaving his body. He called out to his son fearfully, as though trying to take shelter of his son. But when he called out to his son, he actually remembered the Supreme Lord. And that remembrance helped him to get clear of all his sinful reactions, which he had done for 88 years of his life. He had a child at the age of 88, and he was about 90 or 91 years old when he was dying. He was that old. He had done every possible sin under the sun. But in his youth, he had been a very good Brahmin boy. And it is Krishna's mercy on him that he was given some good intelligence to name his last son Narayan. That was Krishna's mercy, because Krishna knew what is going to happen. Krishna is so kind. And so therefore he called out Narayan, Narayan. And simply by that one time, he said it only once, sorry, not 2 times. He just said it once. But that one name completely purified him of all sinful reactions. This is the power of the holy name. And in that purport, Srila Prabhupada explained, so what to speak of those who are completely sinless? Because once we take up this process of Krishna consciousness, what are the 4 regulative principles we promise to maintain? No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. So automatically no sinful activities are performed by a devotee. And chanting 16 rounds on the beads without fail every day. This is the initiation vow, right? We have another set of initiations coming up, September 14. But it's nice to remember our initiation vows, what the initiation vows we took. And therefore, our morning program is so constituted that we will have the best possible situation to chant the holy names with great attention, devotion, love, affection, and calling out to Krishna. So, why have we not developed pure love of God? If the process is so powerful and the holy name is so powerful, Srimati, how long you been chanting? 5 years now? 6 years?
Yes, Mataji.
Have you developed pure love of God?
Maybe not yet.
Gauri Priya, how long have you been chanting? 15 years? 10 years? Have you developed your pure love of God? Not yet. Yes. Why we have not developed pure love of God? Because we are full of anarthas. Because our chanting is still either on Namaprad or at the most Namabhas. But we must try to come to Shuddhanam. So we are going to talk about the importance today. We are going to talk about the importance of the morning program, how to have a very solid foundation for our japa practice. We are going to talk about avoiding the offenses, especially the 11th offense, why it is so dangerous, because it gives rise to all other offenses, and what are the benefits of attentive chanting. What can we hope to gain by putting our focus on improved chanting? So we're going to talk about these three things. So when Srila Prabhupada started this Krishna consciousness movement, he gave us this morning program.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Network issue.
Yeah.
It's power off.
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Haribol, can you?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, I'm so sorry. The power will continue. If you have any difficulties hearing me, please let me know. I'm turning off the video. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, what
Your voice is breaking, Mataji. Your voice is breaking.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but it's not very clear.
So,
We are not able to hear your tell, Mataji. Mataji dropped off, I think. Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Mataji.
Me?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
We're breaking.
Can you join through phone for some time until the power comes back?
Oh, she is through phone.
Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Not clear.
Your voice is coming on and off, Mataji.
Okay, let's try to connect. Okay, I'm going to connect via laptop because the power is back.
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram.
Sorry about this interruption. But why did Srila Prabhupada give us the morning program? Because he knew we are not capable of only chanting the holy name. Strictly speaking, the Yuga Dharma for this age of Kali is Harinam Sankirtan, chanting the holy name. But are we capable of chanting the holy name whole day, whole night, whole evening, whole morning, whole afternoon? No. Because we are very restless by nature, we need deity worship, we need guru worship, we need a proper regulated schedule of chanting, hearing, worshipping, reading, seva. So regulated lifestyle is essential, and early morning hours are best for solidifying our relationship with Guru and Krishna through chanting and through worshipping. Therefore, we begin Mangalarati with Gurvashtakam prayers. The prayers to the lotus feet of the spiritual master every morning. We meditate on his lotus feet. Then we chant Lord Nrsimhadev prayers and pray to him for protection even of our japa. Then we offer Tulsi worship. We offer worship to Tulsi Maharani, we circumambulate her, we offer water to her, and then we chant the 10 offenses to be avoided in the matter of chanting the Lord's holy names, which are as follows, and we start saying all the 10 offenses which we are encouraged to avoid. We rattle off all the 10 offenses, but it is not just remembering the offenses, but it's avoiding those offenses, which is more important, right? So we are going to talk today about the 11th offense. Then after offering worship to Tulsi, chanting these 10 offenses to be avoided, then we chant Shikshashtakam prayers, then we offer our obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas, and then we settle down to chant the holy name. This period of purifying the mind and senses and bringing the focus and concentration on the holy name is essential preparation to avoid the offense of inattention. It is called the 11th offense. And Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur says that if we avoid this one single offense, inattention to the holy name, automatically our tendency to commit all the other 10 offenses will go down drastically. So when we chant those 10 offenses, we also say, and it's also offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must carefully guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. So now let us look at how important is the holy name. I'm going to share with you these words from Bhakti Vinod Thakur, where, let me do share screen. I'm already host, right, Srimati?
Yes, Mataji.
So stay co-host. And how do I do screen share? Same like usual?
Yeah, click on share and select the window.
Okay, there we go. Who would like to read this particular words of Bhakti Vinod Thakur from Sharanagati for us? Please begin.
Anybody
Someone.
wants to read? Gauri Priya Mataji?
Yeah, I can do it. There is no vow like chanting the holy name, no knowledge superior to it, no meditation which comes anywhere near it, and it gives the highest result. No penance, just a moment, no penance is equal to it, and nothing is as potent as or powerful as the holy name. Chanting is the greatest act of piety and the supreme refuge. Even the words of the Vedas do not possess sufficient power to describe its magnitude. Chanting is the highest path to liberation, peace, and eternal life. It's the pinnacle of devotion, the heart's joyous productivity. And attraction and the best form of remembrance of the Supreme Lord. The Holy Name has appeared solely for the benefit of the living entities as their Lord and Master, the supreme worshipful object and their spiritual guide and mentor. Whoever continuously chants Lord Krishna's holy name, even if in his sleep, can easily realize that the name is a direct manifestation of Krishna himself, in spite of the influence of Kali Yuga.
Haribol! Thank you very much for reading so nicely. There is no wow like chanting the holy name. No knowledge superior to it. No meditation which comes anywhere. And it gives highest result. Oh, sorry, what? So, when we understand how powerful the holy name is, why is it that we are so inattentive? Why is it that everything else is easy, but when it's time for me to settle down and really begin my chanting, which means begin my connection with Krishna, begin calling out to him in a mood of a child, calling out for the mother and father, calling out, please accept me, Krishna, please help me to come back to you, please engage me in your devotional service. Why is it at that time, everything else comes into the mind except my loving relationship with Krishna? Why? Sorry, I have still not gotten over my cough. So now we are going to look at what happens when we are sitting down to chant, and that is called inattention. Now there are 3 types of inattention, and we are going to look at them one by one. 11th offense, inattention while chanting. Carelessness or inattention is the mother of all offenses. We just spoke about how 11th offense gives rise to the other offenses. Even if one avoids all of the offenses but does not avoid inattention while chanting, Krishna prem will not come. Prabhupada says it's like cooking with smoke. You will cook for 300 years and still the khichdi will not get cooked. You know Birbal's khichdi story? How many of you know the story of Birbal and the khichdi? I think some of you know. He hung the pot high up, about 15 feet high, and he put a fire right down on the ground, and he said he's cooking khichdi. So the emperor is saying, what is this nonsense? You sit here for 300 years, your khichdi will not get cooked. So, of course, Birbal had a plan why he was doing that. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like cooking with smoke. Your khichdi will never get cooked even in 300 years. So now let us look at the three types of inattention. Indifference, known as audasinya, laziness, which is jadya, and distraction, which is vikshepa, sorry. Indifference. Why we are so indifferent? Because we are materially absorbed. We are so enchanted with the material energy. Everything around us is much, much more attractive than Krishna. And so I'm thinking of this thing, I'm thinking of that thing, I'm thinking of my laundry list, I'm thinking of that one's sari, that one's blouse, that one's bag, that one's shopping, that, and so on and on and on and on and on. It is nothing but material attachment to the temporary things of this world, which are of no value. My dear spirit souls, there is greatest of jewels given to us in the form of this holy name. But we are so unfortunate, we have no attraction for chanting the holy name. So what to do? What is the solution? We must immediately take pains to chant in the association of Vaishnavas who are fixed in their chanting, who are enthusiastic about their chanting, who have full faith in the chanting, who make early morning chanting their life and soul, who are completely sold out to their spiritual master in terms of their service, in terms of their sadhana. Such devotees can bring faith into us also. Such devotees can give us the taste that they are experiencing. In their association, our enthusiasm to chant will get revived. So therefore, one must seek association of senior Vaishnavas who are fixed in their chanting. We must chant in a holy place, like maybe, a section of part of your house, which is the temple room, or go to the temple itself, but some place which is free of all the usual distractions of the day-to-day life. Chanting in a holy place like Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jagannath Puri, of course, that's wonderful, but how many of us can actually go there? But when we go there, we must take advantage. Keeping Tulsi Maharani near you while you chant, very potent, very powerful, because she's a pure devotee of the Lord and completely fixed at his lotus feet. By her mercy, we too will get the strength to become fixed in our chanting of the holy name. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur even goes on to say that fine, if you need to go to a room where you are just secluding yourself, cover your eyes, ears, nose, everything, so that there are no distractions, and simply focus on the sound vibration. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And gradually, as your taste for chanting increases, as the quality of your chanting increases, automatically the quantity will increase. You don't have to artificially make an effort. Oh, I will chant so many. Automatically you will change. Let me chant 2 more rounds today. Let me chant 4 more rounds. And very soon from 16, you will reach 18, you will reach 20, you will reach, leaders chant 32 rounds every day. How did that happen? Simply because of more and more taste. So the first one we talked about is material attachments and how to overcome them. Second is laziness. We are materially very active, very energetic, very enthusiastic. But when it comes to spiritual life, don't tell me again, I have to chant 16 rounds. Oh my God, how will I ever finish? I've got so many things to do. 1 eye and 1 ear is over there. What is happening? What is my husband doing? What are my children doing? What is my mother-in-law up to? What is my sister-in-law whispering over there in that corner? And so on and so on and so on and so on. If not sister-in-law, then somebody else and somebody else, like this. So our material activities, we are very active, but spiritual activity, very lazy, very sluggish. We pause around, we say, oh, first let me check what is that WhatsApp message, what's happening on my email, what's happening here, oh no, I forgot, I should have put the timer, let me go and do that, let me do. So like this, we interrupt our chanting as though it is the least important, when it is actually the most important activity of the day. Most important. Therefore, what does Guru Maharaj say? Turn off your cell phone, turn off your laptop, iPad, iPod, this thing, that thing, whatever electronic devices, and simply be with the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The most important also is to be well rested. If we are very tired the whole day, we have not had enough sleep, then it is very difficult in the morning to get up early morning and chant good wrong, because body is so tired, mind is so tired, your body is demanding more sleep, more rest, and so on. So good chanting in the early morning begins the night before with a good night's rest. So we must take care to see that our lifestyle supports our spiritual life. So take the association. What is the antidote? What is the solution? Take the association of Vaishnavas who do not waste their time in material activity but constantly chant and remember the holy name, being absorbed in the holy name. By this, enthusiasm will come to the lazy mind and he will overcome the offense of laziness. One will become very determined to increase his chanting every day. You see? So again, Vaishnavas, Vaishnav mercy, chanting with the Vaishnavas. These are all very important and very essential to improve our chanting. And the last one, Vikshepa, distraction. This is another huge problem for us, my dear spirit souls. When we sit down to chant, all the problems will come into the mind. This is not okay, that is not okay, this one is not okay, that one is not okay, I'm not okay, he's not okay, she's not okay, why this happened, why that, on and on and on and on and on, the mind will go. Chanchala hi mana Krishna. So one very important component of our chanting should be to tell the mind to just shut up and listen to the holy name. Stop. Mind, I'm not going to listen to you for the next 2 hours. I'm going to listen to the holy name. Again, what are the reasons? Attraction for wealth, attraction for the opposite gender, attraction for material success, name, fame, position, wealth, prosperity, power, and the cheating propensity. So, these are very heavy anarthas. And you know what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says? If we allow these anarthas to continue, they actually will endanger our spiritual life. Why? Because as we are chanting, the weeds in our heart are getting watered and they're going to choke up the Bhakti Lata beach. That's how dangerous it is. It is not such a small thing. Inattention will actually choke our Bhakti Lata beach because all the weeds will grow luxuriantly through the watering process of this inattentive chanting, and it will choke out our Bhakti Lata beach. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, distraction in chanting produces a type of illusion causing serious offenses against the holy name that are very difficult to overcome. This illusion leads to craving for wealth, women, position, success, and even cheating. When these attractions cover the heart, remember we spoke about how Bhakti Lata Beej will get choked up because all these weeds will be growing very nicely. The neophyte gradually loses interest in chanting the holy name. You will see this a lot in our temples. People who have been around 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they are not chanting. They are there. But they're just going through the motions or they're just, mumbling something. But they're always, 1 year is for the prajalpa. What gossip is happening, who is talking what, their mind is somewhere else, their attention. They're just going through the motion. Yeah, I'm here. But actually, they are not chanting. Why? They have lost the taste. Why have they lost the taste? Because they have nurtured all these other anarthas in the heart. So therefore, one must be so careful to pluck out the weeds as they are growing when we are chanting the holy name. One must make constant effort to drive these thoughts away from the mind and diligently follow the rules of Vaishnav etiquette. This is Harinam Chintamani. So it is not enough for us to say, yeah, I'm chanting. Yeah, I'm chanting. But how am I chanting? What is the quality of my chanting? Am I improving in my chanting? Am I making diligent efforts to pull out the weeds while I'm chanting? It is both watering and it is weeding. It is not just watering, 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 watering. It is also weeding, 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 weeding. Because a careful gardener weeds as much as he plants, right? So similarly, our efforts must be to chant good quality rounds and remove our anarthas. One should never be inattentive to complete one's prescribed number of daily rounds. This should be noted day by day. Don't increase the number of rounds for show. First, concentrate nicely on what one can easily manage. Automatically, your rounds will increase. Don't worry about it. Always keep praying to the Lord to chant attentive rounds. Keep begging for His mercy, because without His mercy, one cannot accomplish anything. So our mood is always that of a humble beggar, begging for the mercy of the holy name, begging to chant quality rounds, begging to remove all the dirty things, anarthas in our heart, and begging to become fixed up in chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. By diligently following this process, little by little by little, one will start developing a taste for chanting, and slowly, slowly, our desires to enjoy this material world or to do this or do that, all that will disappear one by one, because Krishna will cleanse the heart of that devotee who wants to be engaged in his service and help him or her to become nicely fixed in bhakti. Hari Bol. So, I hope this presentation has been practical, useful, and important for you. I shared with you some practical tips for avoiding inattention, which is where we need to put our focus on in order to progress in our bhakti. Prabhupada said 100% of your advancement comes from the quality of your chanting. At another time, he said 99%, sometimes he 95%. Anyway, very high numbers, 90, 95, 99, 100, like that. So all our progress depends on the quality of our chanting, and we must attempt to move from Namaparad to Namabhas and from Namabhas to Shuddhanam. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We will open up for questions. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much. Such a wonderful class and presentation where you covered so many important points about inattentive chanting. Thank you, Mataji. We have a hand raised by Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu. And Prabhuji, please go ahead. And dear
Thank you,
devotees, please
Srila.
turn on your cameras if possible. Thank you.
Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. All glories to you, Sridevi Mataji.
Please accept my humble obeisances,
class.
Krishna Kaviraj. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to our Gurudevs. Hare Bol.
Yes, thank you for that reminder and the instructions and the advice. When you were mentioning, I can't remember which slide it was on, you were mentioning that one of the things that we must do is shut out everything else and just focus on the chanting, on the hearing of the holy names, which is very easy to say and very easy to hear. But I feel that there's something that needs to come before that in order to make it happen. For example, although we hear this repeatedly from different sources, we hear these messages about the glories of the holy name and the importance of the holy name and why we must chant. But how can we get to the point where we're not just hearing the messages, but we actually realize that this is it? This is the thing that I have to make my topmost priority, because this is what's going to burn up my anarthas. This is what's going to help me reach Krishna Prema. This is it, what's going to deliver my success. in Krishna consciousness. How can we make that transition from hearing this is important to feeling that this is important or most important?
Yes. Hearing. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam. All the time, hearing about the importance of chanting the holy name, the importance of hearing the glories of the Lord, importance of engaging in devotional service nicely, importance of associating with the Vaishnava nicely. All these things, constantly hearing. Shravanam is extremely important to solidify our knowledge base. Without requisite knowledge, we will wonder, why am I doing this? Why is everybody doing? In the beginning, when I saw the Hare Krishna, I was like, what are these people doing? Sitting like little old ladies and can they not do some work? Can they not be productive, for heaven's sake? Can they? I did not know. Like you said, I did not know. I had to hear, I had to learn that this is it. As you said, this is where the real work is, and it's the most difficult thing to do because we are so enchanted with the material energy. We are so much in the mode of passion. We're so used to rushing around, being productive, being hardworking, showing off to everyone. We do not understand the value of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Raho Dukkham Maha Dukkham. That song is there, right? Maduram Maduram Rebhyopi Mangalebhyopi Mangalam. Huh? That song, the most painful, the most regrettable thing is people have forgotten the value of the holy name. This wonderful gift that has come from the spiritual world. Golokera Premadhana Hari Nama Sankirtana. So only by hearing, we will awaken to the importance of chanting. And when we are convinced that this is important, then we will engage in chanting quality rounds. And as we engage in chanting quality rounds and actually begin to feel Krishna's reciprocation, then we will be convinced. When that conviction comes, this is it. This is my connection with Krishna, and this is where I need to put my energies. Then nobody has to force you. You want to chant. You want to connect. So we want to somehow or the other get to that point. We don't have taste right now. We don't have any taste. But we will get the taste. As long as we keep chanting, the day will come and we will get the taste. Like right now, doesn't taste sweet. Why? Because avidyara bhare. I am like a jaundiced person who's given sugar candy, and even sugar candy tastes bitter. But the cure for jaundice is sugar candy. So as he keeps eating and the jaundice clears, he starts feeling the sweet taste of sugar candy. So similarly, as our material fever starts coming down through chanting, through engaging in bhakti yoga, then we will start feeling a taste for the holy name. And when the taste comes, then we will chant more. And as we chant more, we'll fall more in love with Krishna. And then the wonderful reciprocation happens between Krishna and his devotee. So all these things take time and effort. So we need to hear. Main thing is we need to hear. And we need to associate with those who are fixed in their chant. Like our Guru Maharaj, how he loves chanting. However tired he is after every class, if all we have to say is, Guru Maharaj, can we please chant? Yes, ready. And Guru Maharaj starts chanting, and with his chanting, we all begin chanting. We are also tired. It's also the end of the day, and no. But when Guru Maharaj starts chanting, immediately all of us become enthused to chant, isn't it? So we need association, powerful association. We are very weak. We are very weak and prone to distraction, prone to laziness, prone to indifference. We just spoke about those three things, but we have to guard against that. Is that all right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe you can share some tips with us since you love to chant the holy name and you have developed a connection with Krishna through his holy names. Maybe you can share some tips with us, Krishna Kaviraj.
Well, I don't know the answers. I know things that have helped me, but I don't know the answers.
That's all right. You can share what has helped you.
So, for example, I keep the Namamrita by my bedside. So I try to read a little about the holy names before I go to sleep. And that, like for example, yesterday evening, I wasn't reading Namamrita, but I was reading from Niranjana Swami Maharaj's book, and he was talking about the holy names. And in the morning, I felt, yes, I want to chant as best as I can, and I want to chant as much as I can. And it helped. It doesn't always work though, because sometimes I read and then I can't sleep because I'm thinking about what I read, and then I'm thinking, oh, what a fool I am. And then you feel very tired. But and that actually happened. But then I overslept an hour. But then I had enough rest by the time I was ready to chant.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing your tips. I also remember you saying that you keep Tulsi Maharani and you chant to her, or I think you read, with her. That is very powerful and helpful for you. I remember that because I thought, wow, that is so neat. That is so cool. That is so wonderful to have the pure devotee sitting right next to you as you chant, as you read. So thank you. Thank you for sharing your tips. Very good. Anybody else? Gauri Priya.
Mataji Kalindi was first. I have a question actually, but I think Mataji Kalindi is first.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Hare
Kal-
Krishna.
yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Humble obeisances to Gurudev and humble obeisance to you. Mataji, you wonderfully explained about how to focus on chanting. But when we are suffering with health issues, how to focus on chanting, Mataji? See, suppose I'm suffering with the sinus issue. I have throat pain. I'm really worrying about. I'm not able to increase my quality and chanting. So, how to take it, Mataji?
Yeah. Please accept my humble obeisances, Kalindi. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, and all glories to all of you, wonderful devotees. So yes, times of sickness are very challenging because especially when we have a cold or a cough, throat is very painful, the sound doesn't come out properly. It is so hard even to squeak the holy name, what to speak of chanting our 16 rounds. So very challenging. Yes, I agree with you. So one has to first take a lot of care as much as we can. We must try to make sure we avoid illness, hand washing frequently, avoiding going near people who are actively sneezing, coughing, having fever, etc. Taking care of our own health with proper vitamins, proper diet, sleeping enough, taking enough rest, not pushing our bodies beyond its limit. All this will help prevent sickness. Remember, to be healthy, one must actively avoid sickness also by taking care of the body nicely. That said, we will still fall sick. Sometimes it happens. So what to do? In such a situation, one tries to chant as much as possible, but then one can chant silently in the mind because the throat may be so sore. You may not be able to vocalize the holy name. You may not be able to speak the holy name. So we continue to chant in our mind silently until our 16 rounds at least are over, and hope for the best. That is that the illness will go away quickly and we can chant properly. We can take steam inhalation. We can take some throat lozenges, at least for that time. During that time when we are chanting, keep hot ginger tea ready, keep some cough lozenges ready. And so that way, at least for those 1-2 hours, you can soothe your throat and do your best. Rest of the day, even if you don't talk to anyone, it's okay. But at least for that 2 hours, being able to chant the holy name is very important. So we can only try our best.
Okay,
And know
Mataji.
know that it's temporary, because after 4-5 days, you'll become well. Don't worry.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. I'm suffering from past 5-6 months, Mataji. I'm going to doctor. She gave me spray. So still I'm suffering. Yesterday I didn't went go to nice sleep. So it's very difficult to the next day to manage everything. So
Yeah, you have to see that you're not overwhelmed with all the things that you're doing. Some things may need to just come off your plate, How
yeah,
many things can you do? You're only human. So you
yeah,
have to also not get overwhelmed. Remember, he who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, work, and recreation has no material miseries and can perform the yoga process properly. Chapter 6, verse 17 of Bhagavad Gita. Remember that? So try to see where,
yeah,
maybe your body is not getting enough rest, or where you need to maybe not do certain things or do certain things like that. Look at your schedule and see where you need to focus so that your health is not compromised, your spiritual life is not compromised, because that's the most important thing. Are you doing, when you're well, are you doing any pranayama?
yeah. Yes, Mataji. I'm doing yoga and pranayam.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. That's important. Okay.
By Krishna's mercy, he knows what I'm suffering. I got the association with devotees only from Australia. I'm doing yoga and meditation with them, pranayama. But Mataji is helping me a lot. So
Good.
I'm so fortunate for that. In the yoga also, I'm getting with the devotees association.
Good.
So Krishna is very merciful. I can realize.
Good, good. Nice, nice that you are, able to get the mercy of devotees to help you tide over this difficult time. Very
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Take care.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol.
Thank
1
you.
second, somebody is at the door.
Yeah.
Hare Bol.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah. Gauri Priya Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji, for your class. Please accept my humble obeisances. And please, all Vaishnavas, accept my humble obeisances. Mataji, I have a question regarding the Tulasi Maharani. If because I really don't know where I will be, what is going to be with me. I mean, I don't have a specific place where I'm staying, so that's why I don't keep Tulasi with me. I don't have Tulasi as well. So in this case, how to proceed? Like even for the morning program.
That's all right. There are many devotees in that situation. So get a very beautiful picture of Tulsi Maharani. You can see she's holding a parrot. There are pictures of Tulsi deity. Or you can take an actual photograph of one Tulsi plant in a pot with a nice, skirt around her like that. You can keep that picture also. And you circumambulate her, you offer your prayers to her, you sing the Tulsi Aarti to her, and mentally you offer water to her. Manas Puja, it is called. In the mind also, you can do puja to Tulsi Maharani, no problem. No problem.
Okay, Mataji. Yes, we'll do like that. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mataji. Shankla Mataji. Shanki Mataji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Mataji. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Mataji, I asked you about chanting few days back that I am doing my rounds are going like 5 minutes and few seconds. So since then I spoke to you, I always remember I'm chanting that if you are doing that fast, it is not going into your head. I remember that line every time when I'm chanting since that day. But what I'm doing, Mataji, to improve my chanting is I'm timing out my rounds. I am doing it with the devotees here in Charlotte. I join the Japa call and then we do it together. I am trying to finish my chanting in the first half of the day, all of that together. Mostly I'm trying to do sit together for 2 hour, like 1 hour 40 minute, 45 minute or 2 hour, whatever time it is taking. I'm trying to sit at one place and doing that. But what I'm doing, Mataji, to make sure that I'm not going super fast, I'm timing out my rounds. So I switch on my timer along with the call that, and for every round, I'm doing the laps, that how much time it is taking. So what happened very first day when I was doing that, I was trying to do that, I forgot to increase the rounds on my beats. Like when I'm completing, I'm just starting because my focus is on the lap, like on the timer rather than on the increasing the beat. So I ended up doing for like more rounds. I knew that I'm doing more because I can see the laps are increasing on my phone for the times, but I did not increase the counter. So I'm like, okay, let it be. I finished a few more rounds that I don't wanna do the less, but more is fine. But uh, now I'm feeling after a few days, is it a distraction to like have two things like when I'm doing on the phone and doing? But again, I tried that also, that if I'm not doing on phone, I'm just counting and my focus is on like I'm counting, I'm singing nicely. It's not like I'm singing not just like something and all, but the rounds are still going fast. It's been few days only me practicing that way, but is it a distraction to time out the rounds, or it is fine, or how should I go ahead?
I don't think you should get distracted by sitting and timing each round how much it's taking, each round how much it's taking, because it's very distracting from what you're telling me. You're even forgetting to count your beats. So don't worry about that. Listen to the sound vibration. What is more important is you should be hearing Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Try to hear the sound vibration. Try to get your mind tuned into what you're speaking. And try to shut out everything else from your consciousness. What is most important? Hearing. So don't worry now about how much it is timing out, how much minutes it is taking, this, that. You focus more on hearing the sound vibration. Never mind how much time it is taking. Your focus should be on hearing the sound.
Sure, Mataji.
And don't worry now. Don't keep on looking how many minutes, because that is distracting you.
Sure, Mataji.
Yeah. Try that and tell me how it goes.
Sure, definitely, Mataji.
And if you have to time yourself, just put on a timer 5 o'clock and then forget it. And after 1 hour, you come back and then we'll see how many rounds you've done in that 1 hour. Okay?
Sure, Mataji.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you, Mataji.
All the
Krishna
best.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yes. You said in that one of the things that was suggested that we do is cover our eyes, cover our ears, cover our nose, I think you said. But I find, how does covering our ears help? I find if I try and block out external sounds that may be distracting, it's harder to hear the mantra.
Well, it's different for different people. For me, I personally find it very useful to put something to block my ears so that I'm simply hearing the sound vibration rather than getting distracted by, especially if I'm going to be entering a noisy environment, then I immediately put earplugs into my ears just so that I block out all that external sound. So it's very individualistic. Some people like it, some people don't. These are just suggestions given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It may work for some and may not work for others. It's not like you're forced to do it. It's just a suggestion.
Okay, thank you.
Mayur Prabhuji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to our Gurudev, and all glories to you, Sridevi Mataji.
Please accept my humble obeisances, Mayur Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to our wonderful Guru Maharaj, and all glories to all of you.
People. I just had a quick question. So, in relation to the 11th offense, when you have like kirtans that go on, and maybe like a kirtan concert or something like that, or whatever it is, a lot of the people there who might be doing the kirtan might just be doing it because they're doing the concert or they're doing the show or they whatever it is. So, in that sense, do we have to look at our consciousness when we do things like that, or do we have to see it as like, oh, it's an outreach program, so it doesn't, everybody's going to get a chance to say the holy name, so it's a kind of a win-win? Or do we have to be careful as well, even then, when you're doing a kirtan like that, to be immersed in the holy name and not worry too much about the external things that are going on?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch the question. What is the question?
So, like when there's a kirtan, like concert or a kirtan event or whatever it is, when you're sort of taking part in the kirtan, but you're trying to, there's lots of neophytes who come, lots of people who come like myself who just go to the kirtan. But what if those who are doing the kirtan aren't quite focused on the holy name, but more interested in trying to, spread the holy name rather than being immersed in it? So how should we see that? Or am I thinking of it?
You mean they're doing a lot of theatrics and drama and making all kinds of gestures and faces and this and that?
Yeah, and trying to like hype the kirtan up rather than just saying the holy name in a very loving way.
But that's not very pleasing because it's very distracting to both oneself and to others. What are they going to get out of the kirtan if they are more focused on getting attention for themselves? That's not a very mature kirtanier. But what can you do if you have someone like that? Best is for you to close out all those distractions. Never mind what others are doing. I will focus on the holy name. I will listen to the sound vibration and never mind what the others are doing. So at least we can protect ourselves like that. We have no control over what others are doing, but we don't have to allow ourselves to get distracted by, it's only natural that we'll be like, what's this? This is so weird. Like we may, for a minute or two, we may just be like put off, or you might just even get, like, what in the world is this guy doing or girl doing, whatever. But then when we realize, but I am here for the holy name. I am here to reconnect with Krishna. So then why should I worry? Whatever they want, let them do. I will close my eyes and all my senses to any other distraction, but I will bring my mind, my heart, my ears to the sound vibration of the holy name, and I will get absorbed in the holy name. So at least you can protect yourself like that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, yes. What about when there's lots of kirtan programs on everywhere all the time, but sometimes the kirtan leader is not a devotee. It may not even have any faith in Krishna, but they're leading. This happens.
What does this have we attending our kirtan, which is not being done by a devotee? Why should we even go there?
We may not even know.
What did Prabhupada say? Yes. Don't hear from the lips of non-devotees. Don't hear from, it's like milk being touched by a serpent. If they are not practicing, if they are not devotees, why we should go and even hear anything that they sing or say? Other
But how
people
do we
who
know
attend,
they're not the devotee?
huh?
How do we know they're not a devotee? I mean, if it's some Maharaj, then we know, yes, we can join that kirtan. But if it's a kirtaneer that's unknown to you,
Well, find out who he is, who is his guru, or what is his sampradaya, and what is his reputation. And we don't waste our time with going and getting caught in some bad situation and then suddenly realizing, oh no, I don't want to. No, we don't want to get caught like that. But it can happen. I myself, have been through some experiences where I realized, oh no, I should have done my homework. What am I doing over here? And I scrammed from there as quickly as I could because I realized this is very detrimental for my bhakti. And I remember writing to Guru Maharaj and he said, take the next train and get back to Mayapur. I was so new. I didn't know anything. I swear I was so neophyte and I was so naive. Somebody just called me saying, come, let's go to Jagannath Puri. It'll be very nice and this and that. And I thought, oh, well, so and so is a Prabhupada disciple. Everything should be okay. And I go over there and I find out that it is, anyway, some other camp and not ISKCON. And I entered those premises and immediately I could tell there's no Prabhupada over here. It was so difficult, 2 days. Whew. And then I realized, no, we should not get caught like this. I wrote to Guru Maharaj, he said, take the next train and get back to Mayapur. He was so clear. So we should not get caught like that. Maybe once, twice, because we are innocent, we are new, we don't know anything. But after that, we have to be very careful, Krishna, Kaviraj. Please don't get caught like that. It's the most painful, most disturbing, most awkward, most detrimental for us, because those fellows try to brainwash us once they catch us, Very difficult scene. Don't get
thank
caught
you.
like that.
Mm.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Mataji, I have a question. So in the presentation, when you are displaying that, we see that almost for every problem, the solution is getting association of the devotees and chanting with them, right? So is that the only solution to make our chanting better, Mataji, or is there anything else we can do?
We may not be able to actually physically go, to the temple and be with them, but we can join say, supposing there's a japa conference call in your yatra, or, somebody is actually hosting a japa conference call online on Zoom, then we can join at least like that, at least be in the association of other devotees like that, and get, it's definitely powerful association, So something is better than nothing. Ideal is best is, of course, to go into a temple, attend the morning program. Those are the best rounds I've ever. When I've been in the temple, I've always chanted nicely, and now it's very difficult for me to be in the temple. What to do? But try your best. Try your best to get good association.
So Mataji,
If nothing, at least keep Tulsi Maharani in front of you and chant.
Take her association.
Take her association. She's pure devotee. A very powerful also.
Because for me, when I join through phone on Zoom, so I get distracted and I start seeing the phone instead of chanting. So I just want to keep my phone away. So that's easy for me to focus on my chanting. So, but if I join any Zoom call like that, then that's a big distraction for me. I don't want any device near me. So that's why sometimes it happens like that if I want to take association, or yeah, it's like on and off like that, Mataji.
Yeah, sometimes circumstances, will force us to somehow manage as best as we can. I was very lucky. For me, I lived very close to a temple, very, very close. Within 5 minutes, I could reach the temple. So Krishna's mercy on me, my formative years, I could do a full morning program. Every day without fail, I was there for Mangalarati, a whole morning program. I was in the temple. So that made my, what to say, japa very focused, because I was just there and there were all Prabhupada disciples around me chanting. So it was very powerful. But in one sense, it made me very dependent, because once I was taken away from that, I became all like, nervous. Now how am I going to chant? What am I going to do? How am I going to manage like that? So that again was another learning curve about how to chant, even if one doesn't have the support of a temple, of senior Vaishnavas and so on. Then we decided to do this Japa conference call. Dheeraj started joining. So that was some help like that.
Yes, Mataji.
Now there is one Nandigram temple right next to this complex inside Rasamrita Kunj, where Krishna Balaram deities have come, and a full morning program takes place with Mangalarati, Narsinghadev, Tulsi Puja, Guru Puja, everything, class, Bhakti Raga Maharaj. So I'm thinking that, oh, this is very nice. I can try and attend that program. But how to do the conference, Japa conference is also on. So just thinking about different ways to manage those things. Let's see.
Yes, Mataji. The morning program is very effective. I see the devotees around the temple, they attend morning program daily. And when we see them, they are so peaceful, they are so calm, and they are very grounded and
It
very.
makes a big difference, Srimati. It
Yes,
makes
Mataji.
such a big difference to your day, The whole day goes so nicely,
We-
and we have a
we live,
solid morning program. Your whole day is beautiful.
Yes, Mataji. We live far away from temple, and when we go there, we are always in mode of passion or ignorance. But I see especially them as in the mode of goodness all the time. They are very calm and peaceful, and they do their services very nicely. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take us some time to get there because we are not so advanced, We're still struggling with the modes of passion. We're still unsteady. We're still not reached Nishtha. We're struggling with Anartha Nivritti. So a lot of challenges are there. But one wonderful thing is, as we go on chanting, it gets better. It really does.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you so much. Thank you. So this class is very helpful, Mataji. Thank you so much for choosing this topic.
I really wanted it to be something where everyone can open up, ask questions, get clarity, share their tips if they have some good tips, because we all need so much help in this area. And this is the place where it's most impactful. If we put our efforts into this area, it will have so much beneficial effects for our sadhana, for our mental health, for our relationship health, for everything.
Yes, Mataji. What Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu shared about Namamrita reading before chanting, so that also helps, Mataji. Even I tried. If you read something before chanting, at least we'll be coming into that mood of chanting, and we'll be able to focus a little bit more into chanting. And that, even I agree with that. Yeah. Dear devotees, any questions or comments before we end the call? Mataji, there are no more questions.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, maybe I can share only, like for maybe more than 4 or 5 months, I'm attending Japa call with Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj. He started, like it was for 2 or 3 months Japa session, helping for Japa, chanting. And some of the tips, one tip is there, remains still with me. Like he taught nicely, actually really nicely, to pray before chanting. Pray sincerely for the help to Guru Maharaj and to Krishna to help in chanting, like offenselessly. and attentively, of course. And it's really, with time, it was for me really very, very hard. And like for 2-3 years, I really had very like big problems with chanting, extremely big problems. And somehow something now changed. I'm not sure how it happened, but and now it's like really big changes. And I see that the prayer, they're very, very much helpful. So that's why maybe somebody can apply it as well. And yeah, of course, powerful association should be there. Otherwise, it's very hard. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Yeah, my dear God brothers and God sisters, I really pray that all of us, I'm praying more for myself now, we can really put our energies into chanting good quality rounds. This is the best and greatest gift we can give ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you, Mataji. Krishna Kaviraj Prabhu.
Hi, Krishna. I just thought of another one, actually. Whenever I'm struggling with my chanting, then I just look at Haridas Thakur, and just by looking at him, it helps me.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Yes. Maharaj's Haridas Thakur is so blissful, so peaceful, so wonderful. Just by seeing him, one immediately feels like chanting. Very nice. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much for sharing, Prabhuji, because that has appeared in my mind as well. Like since I started at least to meditate on his chanting, something is changing. Really, don't know how, but somehow it is indeed. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay,
Prabhuji,
so
more
if
comments?
anybody else would like to share something, say something, please jump in, because I think now we are coming to the end of questions and answers. Is that correct, Srimati?
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
Okay, I don't see any
Shall
hands
we
raised.
end the call or
Yeah, we can end the call here. Thank you all so very much. My grateful and humble obeisances to each and every one of you. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I was also thinking aloud on the suggestion of my mentor. I don't know how you all feel about this, of reading Krishna's Way, Natural Living. Just reading. Each one of us take turns. Say about half an hour before the class begins, we just start reading. Whoever joins, and we just start reading Krishna's Way, Natural Living, just to remind ourselves to keep the focus on this mission, this Varnashram mission of Srila Prabhupada. So put that into your thinking cap. I'm going to float that idea very shortly, very soon. And we will start. Whoever wants to join, joins. Whoever can join, joins. We're simply going to read, and whatever little discussion comes out of it, that's it. Just half an hour before the class, and then jump into the class. I will have to discuss with Srimati about all the logistics and everything, but I'm thinking of starting that reading of Krishna's Way, Natural Living.
yes, Mataji. Yeah. Sure, we can discuss and plan it out, Mataji.
Okay, thank you so much. My obeisance.
Dear devotees, thank you so much once again. Tomorrow is Radhashtami, and Guru Maharaj will give a nice class. I hope he'll be available. He said he'll be available, but let's pray that we'll listen, hear from Guru Maharaj tomorrow. I wish everyone to have a happy Radhashtami. Thank you so much.
Haribol, Radhashtami ki jai ho.
Jai.
Greatest devotee of Lord Krishna ki jai ho. Mother Radharani ki jai ho.
Jai.
Thank you, Srimati, for very
Mataji,
nicely
Srila
hosting.
Prabhupada.
There's my God brother, Krishna Chaitanya. Hari bol, Hari bol. We needed some mercy, and so you came there. Hari bol.
So much.
Thank you. Just taking your name means we remember Lord Chaitanya. Hari bol. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.